Okay, so this is in section 4.1. We're given a function h of x equals negative 2x divided by x squared minus x minus 6. And I want to calculate h of x squared. So I literally look and I say, okay, everywhere I see an x, I want to put an x squared. All right, so my advice to you is put a parentheses around it, just like you see that parentheses there. So h of x squared, all right, okay, so I put an x here, so what does this become? It becomes negative 2, and then the x is replaced with what? X squared over, okay, what do I have here? I've got this x and I've got that x, so what do? In my parentheses, I put x squared, but it's what? It's all squared, just like it is there, minus, and then in parentheses, what do I have? I got x, so here I have an x squared. I put an x squared in there, and then I put minus 6, okay? Now I need to simplify. So up top, I have negative 2 times x squared. In the denominator, I have a power to a power. So what do? I multiply the exponents. 2 times 2 is 4. So I have x to the 4th minus x squared minus 6. All right, and that's what they're looking for right there. Now, let's try another one. So I'm given f of x, and f of x is equal to 6x squared minus 7x plus 3. And I want to find, this is what's known as the difference quotient. So f of x plus h minus f of x all over h, okay? The hardest part of this problem, I think, is to calculate this one, all right? So we need to figure out what f of x plus h is. So instead of f of x, so technically, look, you could think of it like f of blah equals what? Equals 6 times your blah squared minus 7 times your blah plus 3, okay? It's just some blah. Maybe this is like, you know, I don't know, a little dog or something, okay? I take my dog, I multiply by 6, and I square it. And I subtract 7 times the dog, and then plus 3. So let's do it, instead of the dog, we have x plus h. So f of x plus h, this is equal to 6 times x plus h squared, and then we've got minus 7 times x plus h plus 3. So to simplify this, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take care of this. If you're in doubt, write it out. Do not put x squared plus h squared. There's also the inside terms here, x times h and then x times h again. So I have 6, and then I have x squared plus 2xh multiplied out plus h squared minus 7 times x plus h plus 3. If you're having trouble figuring out where that came from, just think of FOIL, okay? Double distribute. Now I'm going to distribute my 6 into each piece here. So 6 times x squared, that's 6x squared. And then plus 2 times 6 is 12xh plus 6h squared. And then distribute my negative 7 minus 7x minus 7h plus 3. Okay, nothing I can combine here. So now I've got my f of x plus h. I'm going to figure out this whole fraction thingy going on here. So I write it out. The f of x plus h minus all of f of x over h. So it's 6x squared plus 12xh plus 6h squared minus 7x minus 7h plus 3. And then I put minus f of x. What does f of x equal? F of x is this right here. So minus 6x squared minus 7x plus 3. All divided by h. So this becomes minus 6x squared, this becomes plus 7x, this becomes negative 3. What should happen is I should see some things cancel. This 6x squared cancels with this 6x squared, that negative 7x cancels with that positive 7x, and this 3 cancels with that negative 3. All the terms without an 8 should go away. So what am I left with? 12xh plus 6h squared minus 7h divided by h. What do they all have in common? They all have an h in common, so I can cancel out all those h's. And what do I have left? I've got 12x plus 6h. How about that? Minus 7. Not too bad. All right.